Welcome. This demo is going to be on how to build a customer support agent that can respond to customer questions, provide support, and give some company insights using a knowledge base. So when a customer might reach out via email or some other means, this agent is going to open and review that email and determine if there's a client asking a question. It will then use that knowledge base to find the answer and respond to that client on your behalf. The tools that we're going to rely on to do this are going to be Gmail. This is going to be our daily trigger that sets everything in motion. So anytime we get a new email received, that is our trigger. We might use Google Drive as our knowledge base. Gmail is what we're going to use to then create a draft response after we go and review that knowledge base. And Zapier Agents is going to be the platform used to create this workflow. As you recall in other demos, as you would give a set of instructions or standard operating procedures to a human employee, we're going to do the exact same thing for an agent. We're going to have a role, an objective, a desired outcome. And so that role that we're filling here is basically a customer support, a reply to customer questions and or support tickets that we might receive. The steps we're going to take in our SOP. Number one, so when we get a new email, look at the contents and determine if there's a question being asked from a client or customer. If there is a question, look up the answer to that question in our knowledge base. So this is going to be a tool or an application that we plug into our SOP. Step 3 is if you find that answer to the question, I want you to then generate a draft reply to that customer in a direct, courteous, respectful tone with providing the correct answer. We want to emphasize being concise and answering the question. At the same time, we do want to make to not attempt to answer if there's not a good answer or there's not an answer that can be found in the knowledge base, at which point refer that to a human or to the founder, the operations officer, to reach out with the direct answer. And we also want to make note to not make up information and don't try to be helpful if there's not really a correct answer. So for purposes of this test, I want you to assume that there was an email from a client asking about the services what the scope of services can be expected in a standard legal service package. This was for a previous client. And so what it did was it went into the standard engagement letter and went and researched that document to find the contents and the scope of services that can be found. And then it went and provided a draft reply responding to that client. Below is a summary of the key areas of support that we can provide. And here's a list of those key points. And at this point, what we would do is we would approve this.